We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cards are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Stepping in, Ian Happ. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's pitched out.
67 degrees our game time temperature. And he fouls this one off. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box, Suzuki. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Suzuki stands at first with 1 out. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Runners on first with one down. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Runners on the move for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So here's Cody Bellinger. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. First and second now, one man out. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Gonna be a tough play. And there are 2 away now. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. Ready with the 0-1.
That's out.
Swanson, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Second and third, 2 away. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hit to third. Arenado has it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jamison Taillon gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Now at the plate, Dylan Carlson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Dylan.
Here's the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
1-1. Little chopper back to the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Now the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he misses. 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Into the box now, Lars Nootbaar, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A ball and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Swanson picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Miguel Amaya.
Miguel Amaya.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, it's still early in the year right now, and this guy's not known to be a huge power threat, but he's gotten off to an amazing start, and I'd like to see him have a hot season and ride it out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Career against Kyle Gibson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Two and one after the foul ball there. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Nico.
Stepping into the box, Nico Horner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Popped up. Gorman is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Jameson Taillon. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Skied into very shallow right. Walker is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a one. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Taillon has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Batting six.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
To the plate now, Nolan Gorman. As he'll take a look at ball one. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. And there's out number two.
Batting set, the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
In now, Jordan Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And it's fouled away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in fourth place in that department in the National League. So now to the plate, Suzuki. Pitch out, nothing doing. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. Fouled away. Three-two pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away. Stepping in, Patrick Wisdom drew a base on balls his first time up. Back in standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runner at first here, one man out. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. Changeup, good pitch there. 1 and 2.
Count 1 and 2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
One out and a runner on second base. And he's jammed a bit on that one, but he's able to foul it off to the right to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time.
Count is 3 and 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So stepping in, Cody Bellinger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bellinger, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Runners are at first and second with one away. In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound.
The bat, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too, and here he is again still with the bases loaded.
And that'll bring in Miguel Amaya. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Got a full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Count remains full. Three-2 with the bases loaded. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1.
Leading off for St. Louis.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Brendan Donovan. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes the count. That evens it up 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And that's going to be high 2-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another.
Gibson.
Digging in, Kyle Gibson. Swing and a liner, but foul. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now a hard liner, but foul. And he struck him out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The center fielder, Kelly Carlson.
At the plate, Dylan Carlson. As it's grounded sharply to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Jeimer Candelario is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box, Nico Horner. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
At the plate now, Jamison Taillon, and he pops up the bunt attempt. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will... Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
1-0 delivery. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Bellinger is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nootbaar.
At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Nootbaar tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Ready for another shot now. Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, and
he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that one is gone. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Number 17 for him on the season, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. Carlson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Miguel Amaya.
Digging in, Miguel Amaya. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Bouncer to the left side. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Not shortstop, Nolan Gorman.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Coming to the plate now, Jordan Walker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. From the stretch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. from the stretch. Ground ball right side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, that's just a taste deal, Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Happ arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Taillon.
Ivan Herrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 48, Ivan Herrera.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Center fielder, number 3, Gibson.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Settling in now, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit in 2 tries so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Steven Matz takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, number 2,
Into the box now, Nico Horner. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Into center field, line drive base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Jamison Taillon. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
He's set, the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Good battle. Count remains full. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs. Nolan Arenado will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. That's wide, 2-0. Bullet back up the middle. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
First delivery to him on the way. Lars Nootbaar is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Smoke toward the hole. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
1-1. Down 1-1.
That finds the zone, a called strike. The 1-2. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Shortstop, Nolan.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brendan Donovan comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, now a line drive, and he's not going to have a play on it in right. This ball gets down for extra bases. One run is scored.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble, but I think they went with him maybe one batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Little is going to have his work cut out for him here. Two runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And he fouls this one off. The ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. Count remains 2-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bellinger is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. And that's the third out. They pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and 2 left. Number 34 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Now batting, number 16.
Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 home.
Ball two.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Outside, 3-0 now. Three runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, 3-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. From the belt, the pitch, and he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Cody Bellinger. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set, and the pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Nootbaar is there, and he has it for the out. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him with 1 away. And in at the plate digs Miguel Amaya. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Too low, 1-0.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? The tag gets one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Number 74 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Chicago Cubs. Number 74.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 0-1 delivery. Down and away, ball one.
1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The third baseman.
One gone for the Redbirds in the seventh. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Line drive to left. Cap is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Lars Nootbaar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the pitch. And this is low, ball one. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Line toward the alley in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Giovanni Gallegos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So digging in now, Nico Horner. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Bullet back up the middle. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Pete Armstrong will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 52, Pete Armstrong.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Here it comes on 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Ian Happ is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Hit well on the ground to first. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself and Julian Merriweather is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66.
Into the box now, Nolan Gorman, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
Now to the plate, Jordan Walker. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
In now, Brendan Donovan as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Steal.
Runner goes for second in the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-1 home. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Michael Ciani will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. No balls and a strike to count. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Men on third with 2 down.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
1 left for the Cardinals as they hang on. Ryan Helsley comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 56.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Suzuki.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Helsley is in the midst of a strong season, and the fans have taken notice. He's currently leading all National League closers in all-star votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Suzuki becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Patrick Wisdom is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's another bullet base hit. 12 runners left on up to this. Could it be 13 runners stranded so far, Mark?
The hitting coach might be looking for another job if somebody doesn't find an alley and clear these bases. 12, potentially 13 runners left on base is unforgivable.
Cody Bellinger is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Runners on first with 1 down.
Hey!
1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes again, 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful?
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not catch.